Hey friends, happy Halloween. We'll just give it a minute so you guys have a chance to join. And if you are joining live, hey Leah, make sure you have paper and something to write with. And also, take a minute to get cozy. So blankets, pillows, warm beverages. I'm actually going to grab my beverage. We've got some really amazing energy on this Halloween. I mean, of course, as always, this is the time when we can connect to spirit, to our ancestors, to the other side. But also, we just had the new moon. We're in Scorpio season, and we're also in eclipse season. And so all of the planetary alignments and stuff going on in the universe right now is all pointing to this huge cycle of death, of letting go, of release, maybe patterns, relationships, stuff that's been hanging around for a long time. And the energy is really behind us to let some of this stuff go so that we can be reborn into our next version. Particularly, if you're a woman, you're in a cyclical body, you experience this mini cycle of death and rebirth every month. Yes, even if you're post-menopause, that's still the nature of your body. That's still the nature of your hormones to be on this cycle with the moon. And so we experience this on a smaller level all the time. But there was something pulling me into having a larger ceremony around this. I was talking with a friend about just the energetic cords that get tied up to our bodies we were talking about in particular past relationships. And that, sometimes if we don't make a clear point of actually cutting cords, even if relationships have ended, even if there's been a breakup or there's been a separation of some kind, we don't always make a very conscious effort to cut that cord. And so we still have these little threads that are attached to us. We still have these energetic attachments in some way. And so I thought today would be good to take advantage of the energy to say goodbye to our attachments, our cords, our old relationships that are wilting, dead, dying, on their way out. And to connect with our ancestors and our spirit guides as we cycle back up into rebirth. So, have your pen and paper nearby. I'm just going to start by clearing the energy. So that you and I can have a clear conduit of energy, so that we can have a clear conduit of energy with spirit. So I'm going to burn a little Palo Santo. You can do the same if you like. Otherwise, this will serve us all. We'll get a little smoke clearing to clear that energy. So as I clear the energy, you can go ahead and make yourself comfortable in whatever position that might be. We'll do a guided meditation together, and then at the end, you'll have the opportunity just to write down, to channel through onto paper whatever it was that you experienced for your own cycle of completion, for your own reminder, as a way to make what's come up in your mind and in your spirit something that is manifest in the physical world. So we've cleared the energy between us, and now go ahead and clear out your own energetic field. So you can do this with your eyes closed, and imagine in front of you that there is a fire. And take with your hand, and as though you've got like a rake, or you can just use your fingers, comb out your aura, your energetic field. So moving all the way down the body and out and away. And any debris that is hanging out in your energy, you can comb it out, just like you'd comb knots out of your hair, toss it into the fire. Front, back, sides, above, below. And when you feel like you're complete, find your comfortable position and settle in. And take a full deep breath in through your nose. And a cleansing exhale out of your mouth. And we'll do that 2 more times. Big breath in. Complete breath out. Last one. And as you exhale, feel yourself really settle into this space. And direct your attention inwards towards the central column of energy that runs from the crown of your head to the base of your spine, right through the center of your being. And you can see that the central channel has some energetic light to it. Maybe it's a color, maybe it's a white light, maybe it has some heat to it. But see the glowing core of your body. And this energetic channel connects all the aspects of who you are in a physical sense, your emotional, your energetic field, how you show up in your action, in your relationships, how you express yourself through your body, through your words, how you perceive yourself and the world around you, and your connection to spirit. And as we're in this death and dying part of the cycle, there are aspects of self that are outdated, that are old, that are complete, that we're ready to release. And so as you see this core of who you are now, see all of these connections rise up and out around you like threads or cords. Your attachment to ways of thinking, speaking, your relationships, attachments to other people. Your attachments to the ways that you show up through action. How you feel, experience, and create your physical self. And notice how some of these threads are bright and glowing, just the same as your energetic core. These are attachments that are in alignment with who you are and who you're becoming. They're bright. They might be new or newly forming. They may be something that's well established that is continuing to serve you well, even as you evolve. These are the threads that support you on your path. And then notice how there are other threads that have sort of wilted. Maybe they're drooping. Maybe they're not as strong. They're becoming thin and fragile. Maybe they're attachments or cords that even have a dark energetic quality to them. They're actually not here supporting you, but holding you back. So with your third eye of discernment, as you notice these threads that are ready to be released, whether there are cycles or attachments that have served you and are simply finished now, or whether it's something that's actually energetically holding you down, keeping you from being able to move forward with who you're becoming. Imagine that you can pick up a pair of golden scissors and start to cut the threads that are no longer in alignment with the energy of who you are. Just one by one in the mind's eye, see yourself cutting away old ways of thinking, self-doubt, old mindsets, maybe even confusion about who you are, and clear them out. Cut the cords that have kept you from speaking your truth. Those attachments that at one time seemed appropriate or kept you safe. Those attachments to things and ways of being that taught you to show up in a way that wasn't in integrity with who you are, but instead was in integrity with what someone or something else wanted you to be. Cut the threads attached to your heart of old relationships, stuff that has been long over. Attachments to people who you may still be in relationship with, but the energy is dark and you're ready to let go. Or maybe these are threads of grief, relationships that have ended, that you're ready to simply acknowledge that they are in fact over. Cut the threads of old emotional patterns, things that you have felt and experienced in the past that are now complete. And as you trim these threads, feel that they take away the emotional residue that you've been carrying around. Trim away the old ways that you've shown up through action. how you've treated yourself. Trim away old experiences in the body. Experiences of hurt or pain or lack of safety. And all the ways that you may have acted as a result of these, and know that these experiences are done. These ways of being are done, and you're here now, and it's safe to be here and now. You don't need these anymore. And trim them away and let all of these dying threads fall to the earth. Let the earth absorb them, just like she absorbs the rainwater, just like she absorbs the old death and decay of dead plants, animals, things that were once living that are no more. Because these are actually fuel for the earth, so it's okay. It's not a burden for her to take them. And as you watch the earth absorb all of these threads that you've trimmed away from yourself, take a moment of gratitude for all the earth does to support you, her work in helping to recycle, repurpose, and reform all of these things that aren't serving you anymore. And now allow yourself to actually lay back on the earth. Attached only to the energies that are in alignment with who you are and who you're becoming. Feel the earth beneath your body, and then actually feel yourself be absorbed through and into the ground. But you're not just here to sit and be buried. You can actually pass through the earth and see yourself emerge on the other side. A sort of underworld, a sort of alternate universe. And as you emerge on the other side, you see a path ahead. And guided by the bright, energetic threads that remain, you can walk down the path. Feeling the air on your skin, the earth beneath your feet, the air in your lungs. And at the end of the path, there's a clearing, and you see a gathering. It's a gathering of people, your ancestors. They might be people that you recognize, maybe not. In this gathering of people, they welcome you. They remind you that they're always with you, always supporting you. Even if this isn't how you experienced them when they were on earth living, this is what they're here now to do as spirits. You hold hands, you exchange hugs and kind words. And you hear a noise from outside your gathering, and there's an animal passing by. Look over and see the animal walking or flying, hopping, whatever it might be. Whatever animal you imagine is your spirit guide for this journey. The qualities that they embody are the qualities that you embody. Receive whatever messages from them just by the way this animal is in the world. about how you are and can be. And now it's time to return. But one person in the gathering has a special message for you. Imagine who this person is, and they lean over into your ear and whisper. What do you hear them say? Receive the message wholeheartedly. And know that this person in particular is always one step behind you on your path. Their message is just for you, for right now. So take it to heart. And now it's time to go. So as you turn around and walk away, even though you're not seeing these people, this animal, you're not seeing their faces anymore, but you can feel their energy around you. And you walk back down the path and lay down on the earth and feel the earth absorb you, drawing you back up through and to the other side. And feel yourself rise here, reborn. Feel the energetic threads that are in perfect alignment with your own way of being, your next evolution. Feel them draw you up. Feel yourself arrive. And take a deep breath in and breathe in and experience the quality of who you've been reborn into. This new layer of self that's been exposed. This sensation permeate every cell of your body. And feel how your energy is now not only fortified through your core, but now this light channel from the center is actually shining its way outward, rearranging your cellular structure to be in perfect alignment. Fortifying your boundaries, rearranging your energy in a way so that everything can flow with ease, with power. With the precise quality of whatever is next for you. And as this new person, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And take a moment now, grab your pen and your paper, and write down whatever came up. You might acknowledge the cords that you cut. Acknowledge the cords that remain, what's growing in the space that you've cleared. and who's with you on this journey as you're reborn. So if you're watching a replay, you could pause now, but in real time, you can take as much time as you need to channel all of the messages that you received during your meditation. And then take a moment and actually look and read them back to yourself. Really take it all in. And to complete the cycle, you can make an offering to the earth for helping you through this death and rebirth cycle. And you can offer to the earth whatever, however you want. Maybe that's just spending time with her. Maybe you're actually going to plant these messages in the earth for them to be absorbed. You might burn them. You might head out into the garden to plant seeds that will be reborn in the spring, whatever calls to you. But make that offering to the earth. And then as you head into the rest of your day, feel that you have already emerged on the other side of this. You're already in the rebirth process, and notice the ways that you can show up now. So thanks so much for joining me. If you feel called to share what came up for you in your meditation or what you released and what you're becoming, leave it in the comments. I love to share. I love to hear what you guys are up to, and I'll see you soon.